Hello there, Pisces. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for January 19th through the 25th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so let's just get started. Pisces, on Monday, what you have coming up is the Nine of Clubs. This just tells me that you have a creative project that you have been working on. For some of you, this is actually a relationship, although it normally shows up as a project, and I'm feeling like for the majority of you we're talking about some kind of project, whether it's at work or whether it's a hobby or whether it's involved with some group that you're in, and that project is going very well. You're feeling like things are coming together nicely and smoothly, and it does seem like for some of you there have been some delays and some holdups, but now Monday things seem to be kind of gelling together and all coming together for you on that project. So Pisces, on Tuesday, what we have coming up for you is the Seven of Clubs in reverse. Now, when the Seven of Clubs comes up in reverse, what this actually means is that you did have to take a stand, and you kind of had to stand up for yourself. There were people that were kind of coming at you. They really didn't understand what was going on with the situation that they were coming at you for. And so because of the misunderstood ideas, they really felt like you were doing something sort of out of line. And so you had to take a stand and kind of clear the air and say, look, this is really what's been happening here. And just kind of lay it all out on the table. So what's happened now is the Seven of Wands, when this comes up in reverse like this, that's saying, okay, the time for taking a stand is over. You've already done that. That's been handled. Now it's time to lay down the weapons, time to make peace. It's time to go ahead and make peace and welcome the peace that's coming into this situation now that people actually understand what's really going on. Because at first, I'm feeling like for most of you at first, people just really, it was all a big misunderstanding to start with. All right, so Pisces, on Wednesday, you have Temperance. I like to see this card after the Make Peace card. This is just telling me that you feel like you have balance in your life again on Wednesday, like things are back to the groove that you're used to working in and back to that routine where you feel very comfortable. So that's what I'm feeling for you on Wednesday, Pisces. And then Thursday, the week is just getting even better. I see you as the Magician. Yeah, the Magician just means that on Thursday, you're being very resourceful. You're doing really well with taking what you have on hand and turning that into the things that you actually want. I always have a hard time coming up with a really good example of this. The only thing that I can ever think of is with cooking. And so few of us do that real cooking anymore. But in the old days, when you used to make a cake, you used to have like egg and flour and sugar and butter and all of that stuff. And of course, egg and flour and sugar and butter individually all have their own look, their own smell, their own taste. But when you combine them, what you get is cake. You took the resources that you had on hand and then you make it into a cake. And a cake doesn't look anything like a stick of butter or like a cup of flour or sugar or egg or any of those things. So this is really talking about on Thursday taking what you have at hand and making it into what you want. That's why the Magician card is coming up for you. So it's a really good card to have on Thursday. Friday, Four of Coins showing up for you. Four of Coins is a wonderful card. This card just means that you have enough resources right now that you're actually stashing a little bit of money back. Now this can be literally putting money in a savings account on Friday, or if you're somebody who just likes to stash money hidden little places around the house so that you can find it when you need it for emergencies, that kind of stashing, and I'm actually seeing a lot of that. I used to have a friend that would stash cash in little, I was her roommate, and we had plants hanging throughout the house. And so, you have like the plant pot, and then you have the real plant pot that's inside of it, and then, you water the real plant pot, and then the other one kind of holds the water so it doesn't drip. Well, she would stash cash in between the plant pot and the actual outer plant pot. And so whenever she wanted to go out on Friday night, she would have all this extra money stashed in the plant pots, and she would just go around the house looking to see, how many 20s had she stuck in there. So I'm kind of getting reminded reminded of that kind of stashing money. I'm seeing that going on Friday for a lot of you Pisces people. And then, not necessarily in plant pots, but whatever your little secret spot is, or secret spots. And then also for some of you, about 50% of you, I see you actually putting it in an official savings account. But I do see you guys putting some money back for later on. Okay, so Pisces, on Saturday, we have the Knight of Clubs coming up in reverse. And the Knight of Clubs coming up in reverse just really means that on Saturday, you have some kind of tedious thing to do. And it's not one of those things that's optional. You just kind of have to do it. You feel obligated, like you have to do it. So I don't know if this is like with the Rotary Club or the PTA, or if this is just chores around the house. But I feel like you're spending, for most of you, this is going to be around 2 hours doing some kind of tedious thing Saturday that, you know, if you had any way to get out of it, you would have already got out of it by now when I'm recording this Wednesday. And not Wednesday a few days before, but Wednesday a week and a half before. You would have already been out of this if you could. Okay, so that's what came up for Saturday. For Sunday, what you guys have, Pisces, is you have the 5 of Coins in reverse. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Huh, okay, that's interesting. It looks like on Sunday there's something going on with cash flow. Cash flow being money going out at the same time that money's coming in. And so it feels like Sunday there's this interesting cash flow dynamic. It seems like some of you are starting to pick up on the idea that the universe, when you spend money in the universe brings that money back to you. Like if you hold on to money, it kind of blocks the flow in the whole universe. If you let money go, then it lets money go throughout the whole universe. It's kind of a trigger trickle thing. And it looks like you're starting to catch on to that in a way that you haven't before on Sunday, and you're actually starting to see evidence of it. As you let money go, you're starting to see money or material resources coming back to you. And it feels like this is a situation that when you see it and you recognize it, you're kind of going, oh, wow, cool. One of those types of situations. So what a great day to go, what a great way to end the week, Pisces. So that is your week. For those of you who would like to book a private session with me, you need to know that I do more than just psychic tarot. I also do spiritual healing, and I do mediumship work. So check out my website. I'm at amista, amista.info, info. Once you're there and you've looked me over, if you decide that I am the person that you would like to work with, go ahead and get in contact with me, and I'll schedule a session with you as quickly as I possibly can. And for the rest of you, I will see you next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.